welcome to today's live stream, everyone, and I hope you are all doing very well. Start karte hain. I'll just share my screen. Sula, Vineyard to launch their IPO. What's your thought on it? I haven't seen their financials. I did see in the news that they're planning an IPO. So I'll talk about that in a bit. Mute कर देता हूँ उसका audio रखने का कोई मतलब नहीं है. Sharing the screen now. Okay, I hope you can see the screen as well. Great. So I'll talk about my view on what you just asked, Rohit, because I do have some view. In fact, this is a space that I've actually worked in. So not in the Indian. Just a minute, I'll have to reset the scaling. Otherwise, you won't be able to see the display very well. But yeah, I have worked in this space a little bit with a company that's based in the UK. So थोड़ा सा idea है मुझे of what exactly is possible. So we'll talk about all that, and of course I'll share my general views. I mean, full disclosure, मैंने अब तक वो लोग का red herring prospectus या कुछ देखा नहीं है, so I'm not sure how accurate of an analysis I'll be able to give, but I'll try my best. But पहले आज का जो main topic है, of course, which is Nifty, let's talk about that. And we can see the volatility today has been kind of ridiculous. हम लोग देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे that prices are all over the place. And this sort of price action really reminds you of Forex trading. Because if you look at Forex, you'll see these giant price moves happening very frequently. In fact, यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं that practically this region was around halfway to today's range. अगर आज का हाई ये मानते हैं, लो ये मानते हैं, then this we can see is like the halfway point. From the halfway point, हम लोग ने एक fresh high बनाया है. So you can imagine just how sharp the movement was. So that is something important to keep in mind. Overall, market में there is significant action that is happening, which is important. यहाँ पर हम लोग ये भी देखते हैं कि what the actual size of these candles were, and we can see that the candles, apart from the few larger ones like this, maybe even this, and this, most of them, apart from this also, most of them are very narrow. So आज का एक sort of trend ये है कि we see a big move. Sometimes we do see a counteracting move, and then हम लोग देख रहे हैं flat. Then again we see some big move happening, again flat, move, flat, and now move. So यहाँ पे आप फिर से देख सकते हो that sort of counteracting move that is there has already started. So a lot of volatility today Nifty में. Bank Nifty भी देखते हैं कैसा कर रहा है. We'll just check that out also. And I will open the stream here also on my other device, so I can just check out the chat without having to actually switch devices and switch tabs, which is very helpful. So yeah, Bank Nifty भी हम देख सकते हैं the volatility is quite high. We can see that prices have sort of retested 43,100 और वहीं पे है. Now, one thing that becomes clear is that banks have underperformed compared to the rest of the market. हम लोग देख सकते हैं that for Nifty, prices are down 65 points or 0.35%, but Bank Nifty is down a little more by 0.45% और 210 points से नीचे है. But very interestingly, अगर हम देखते हैं futures and options का, so if I just bring up Bank Nifty futures, Bank Nifty futures, yeah, we can see Bank Nifty futures are trading at 43,420 और हम लोग देख रहे हैं spot is at 43,112. So if the future is at 43,431 and the spot is at 41,117, that means यहाँ पे कितना almost 310 points जितने का basis है. This means that the futures are trading at a premium. So can anyone tell me what that can mean? क्या आप मुझे बता सकते हो what the implication of that can be, or at least what it is implying? Now I know it's a bit of a theoretical subject or theoretical topic, But what do you think it can signify? Market was very volatile. Yes, that's true. Yeah, thanks for answering Namit's question. I'll also talk about a little uh, in a bit. But yeah, so यहाँ पे basis, ये जो basis है ना, ये basis क्या कह रहा है? That right now, okay, as of 15:08 hours on 6th December 2022, investors, okay, investors are estimating that the price of Bank Nifty on the last Thursday of December, so last Thursday of December will be 43,431. So they are estimating कि यहां से अभी से दिसंबर में 300 पॉइंट बढ़ेगा. Now the number is not very important, but the main thing is, yes, Namit, I'm explaining in simple words. The main thing is कि people right now, despite today falling, people are still expecting कि शायद और थोड़ा सा पॉजिटिविटी रहेगा मार्केट में. At least that is what I am getting from here, because हम लोग देख सकते हैं that this is a significant premium compared to the spot, and generally जब ये premium होता है, one of two things have to happen. Either the spot ends up going up or the future ends up coming down very sharply. We still have 1 month to go, but clearly ऐसा chance है कि this is more likely to happen given that we are in a positive trend overall. यहाँ पे हम लोग ने बात की थी, I think Thursday or Tuesday को ही हम लोग ने डिस्कस किया था that prices might start topping out at around 43,400, और हम लोग ने roughly वही देखा है यहाँ पे. But let's see if prices are actually breaking now on the downside. कौन से level पे break मैं देखूंगा? I feel this level that is there, which is around 42,900, will be an important level to look at. On the upside, of course, अगर 43,400 break करते हैं, then there is a very strong probability कि हम और ऊपर जाते हैं. But I would peg the range, important range, to be here for Bank Nifty. Okay, just my thoughts. Coming back to Nifty, Nifty के लिए भी same चीज करते हैं. Here for Nifty we can see actually उल्टा है. For Nifty it's a fib extension support. So हम देख सकते हैं 18,560 का जो level है, that might actually act as a support for Nifty. और यहाँ से अगर ऊपर जाता है, then our next hurdle might come in around 18,900. So this might actually end up being the range for Nifty here. अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं कि ये लेवल ब्रेक करने के बाद कौन सा लेवल आ सकता है, I'd say 18,400 के आसपास. And if 18,900 is also broken, 18,850, 18,900 or so, then 19,051 is the level according to me. Swing view है, this is not an intraday view. Okay. अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं in terms of the short term trend, we can see there is a pause or there is a break in the short term trend, but it is not looking that bearish. यहाँ पर हम फिर भी देख सकते हैं that prices are still in a way holding current levels. हम लोग ने एकदम sharp fall नहीं देखा, at least yet. Let's see how the week sort of progresses. So देखते हैं वो कैसे जाता है. For Bank Nifty also we can look at the same thing. Manav, for tomorrow also I'll give the levels. Please just give me a few minutes. यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं on the hourly chart, this is the situation. यहाँ पे as we discussed, Bank Nifty is topping out somewhere here, but there still appears to be some reasonable support around this level. So ये वाला जो general zone है around 42,900 का, उसे hold करना चाहिए. Okay. Next support can also be considered somewhere around here, 42,600 के आसपास. Okay, that would be my view. Quick check at the YouTube chat. YouTube is fairly sluggish. No surprises there. People on YouTube tend to be a little lazy, if I may, compared to the Creator Club folks who are very active and proactive with the chat. So अगर आप YouTube पे देख रहे हो, then prove my words wrong. Please force me to eat my own words. That would be the biggest pleasure. So yeah, बैंक निफ्टीज टॉपिंग आउट लिटिल, बट देखते हैं यहाँ पे देयर स्टिल सपोर्ट. सो लोग आज के नेगेटिविटी को देख के शायद घबरा जाएंगे. यस, द फियर इज फाइन, बट आई डोंट थिंक इट्स अ कॉज फॉर कंसर्न. इनफैक्ट हम देख सकते हैं सिंस द टाइम वी spoken also, Nifty has decided its direction, at least appears to have. So यहाँ पे कैसे कितना ऊपर जा सकता है, that will really dictate. I mean, we're already at around 3:15 p.m. So I don't think 700 के आसपास जा पाएगा, but anything's possible. Now certainly the close will be lower than 700. So Nifty might just close somewhere around here, either 640 या 650, 660 के आसपास, depending on how bullish it is. But that will be the situation for Nifty. Now for tomorrow's levels and after tomorrow's levels, I'll share my thoughts on the IPO and Sula and all. So कल के अगर हम लोग कल के sort of levels जानते हैं, then the first level, depending on ये candle कैसे close होती है, I feel this zone will be very important. ये है around 640 का. यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं actually for 640, this was an important support, then this became a support, this became a resistance, this became another resistance here, and now we are breaking it. तो अगर हम break करके इसे ऐसे देखते हैं, then naturally 640 will be a very strong level for us. So 640 is where I'll keep my eyes set for now at least. आगे बढ़ के अगर हम जाते हैं, let's say that 640 is held and we do see prices going higher, then another level that ends up becoming very important is this one, 720. क्योंकि हम देख सकते हैं 700 तो ब्रेक कर लिया, 720 is where the real test might come in, considering कि हम लोग ने वहां पे एक्चुअली 3 बार स्ट्रॉन्ग सेलिंग देखी है. यहाँ पे एक हो गई, सेकंड इज दिस, एंड द थर्ड वी कैन सी यहाँ पे सेल होना स्टार्ट किया था, एंड द नेक्स्ट डे, वेरी नेक्स्ट डे, वी आर सीइंग अ गैप डाउन. This is also a very interesting area because here we can see that after this round of selling, we saw selling continue. So in general, 720 might be an important level for us. So that is my view. Minda Corporation, I've not traded it that much, so utna I'm not sure क्या insight दे पाऊंगा, but we can look at the charts. Yeah, for Bank Nifty also, I'll give you the levels for tomorrow according to me. मेरे हिसाब से, as I said, this level is likely to be important, and on the upside maybe we can consider this level, or in fact this level. अभी कल कहाँ पे जाता है, I feel might just depend on whether this zone is broken or not. क्योंकि अगर हम देखते हैं, and I'll tell you my thought process also, हम लोग ने देखा कि यहाँ पे बाउंस करने के बाद we did see some action here, and then consistently today हम लोग ने आज देखा है यहाँ से resistance लिया है उसने, which means there is something at 43,200 that is causing prices to come down. तो अगर ये लेवल तोड़ पाता है, naturally it will be a good sign for the markets. Similarly, हम लोग देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे prices were awfully slow, came, broke down, breakout देखा, and then we saw some action. So again, around 43,000 psychological will also be an important level. But my broader view is still with this range. तो 43,400 से लेके 500 का रेंज है, और दूसरा है 42,900 का लेवल. Okay. So this is what Nifty is looking like. Let's take a very quick look into this thing. देखते हैं कि कौन से components है, क्या exactly हो रहा है यहाँ पे, because clearly India VIX is up, यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं, और VIX के वजह से there are several things that are going up. In fact, अगर आप देखते हो option prices, the ATM option of Bank Nifty, if you aren't aware what these terms mean, ठीक है, no problem. Bank Nifty का ATM option 4300 का, 43,100 का is trading around at a 200 points का premium compared to the intrinsic value of sorts. So this is a pretty significant number अगर ऐसे देखा जाए तो, because generally we see कि 100 max to max maybe 150 के आसपास होता है. 200 is a little higher compared to what we have seen these past few times. So VIX ऊपर है, that is one reason. But my view would be maybe IV that is there, which is implied volatility, which is actually what is used in the options. मेरे हिसाब से this might be a little higher compared to the VIX. So I don't think VIX is painting an accurate picture. मेरे हिसाब से IV might be a little higher, and IV is the volatility that is implied, meaning that let's say all of us today we come here और हम लोग कहते हैं कि अच्छा मेरा व्यू है मार्केट का कि the volatility will be 20, but market का कह रहा है that the actual volatility is 14. Our minds and our trades will still reflect this volatility because we'll still keep this volatility in mind. So this is IV, whereas this is VIX. So थोड़े से different है, not to get into too much details or depth, so I don't confuse you, but there is a difference. You should know that. Sectoral में हम देख सकते हैं most sectors are down. PSU banks are holding fairly okay. FMCG is down. Very interestingly, यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं Nifty Bank has actually underperformed compared to Nifty, but PSU banks are actually the top sector for today. So हम देख सकते हैं how it is a little contradicting, but that's the market for us. यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं which the top gainers for Nifty are. This is the list. These are the losers. Tata Steel going down. Someone said Tata Steel is doing good. Srinivas had said. So I'll take a look at the chart of Tata Steel. 112 means it's already bounced a good 10-12% from its lows, if I'm not wrong. Because ये मेरा एक स्टॉक था, हम लोग ने बात भी की है इसकी मेरे वीडियोस में या किधर तो. Yeah, it's already bounced a good 12%. क्योंकि I was discussing this stock around here and then around here. अभी हम देख सकते हैं, clearly this is a very important resistance. वो resistance को उसने तोड़ा and now it is trying to go up. So let's see. I mean, technically speaking, it's a breakout and it's also a very good breakout. We can see almost like a cup formation if you want. So you can say this was the first attempt, second attempt. This pattern might be very similar to something that is called VCP. So VCP के exact criteria मुझे अभी याद नहीं है, but it uses a similar concept where you're looking at the bottoms. Is it true that India VIX is up, market will be volatile? So that is kind of true, but it is not a very good predictor. बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ है कि VIX has been down, but market काफी volatile रहा है. So VIX in general in a way is the fear or uncertainty. So that is why generally when the markets are falling markets may we will see VIX going up, because everyone gets very fearful and nervous when the markets are going down. But when it comes to the markets rising, at that time no one cares about this thing. At that time no one cares about what do you say, uncertainty and fear. बढ़ रहा है तभी अच्छा है because you are making money. नीचे जा रहा है तभी people are fearful because not everyone does short selling. So that's the logic. Tata Steel, Reliance भी देख लेते हैं, one of the few stocks that is holding Nifty fairly well, and we can see here previous close के ऊपर hold कर रहा है, which is good. So yeah, that is Nifty situation right now. I would recommend that all of you at your own time, at your own pace, if you want, you can check out the option chain. Option chain में you can check out the OI, because ये हम अगर Thursday को देखते हैं, then Thursday को it will help us understand. Parth, I'll just give you my view in some time. पहले पुराने questions देखते हैं. Yeah, so Rohit had asked about Sula. So in general, if we talk about the beverages, especially the alcoholic beverages segment in India, it's really blown up a lot in these past 4 or 5 years. 4-5 years. उसका एक फ्रंट रनर मेरे हिसाब से बीरा था, because बीरा is the one mainstream brand, if you see, that has really sort of brought to life the market. Early Sula has been here for a long time, but Bira is the one that has ignited the craft beverages ka, this thing. So I feel Bira was the one catalyst in a way, or maybe they were the most benefited possibly organization. But uske baad bahut sare aaye hain. We've got Moonshine and all that have come on Shark Tank also. So the space in general is growing. If you also see the number of distilleries, the number of breweries that are here, then in general the interest in this space has gone up a lot. So I feel, from a longer term perspective, in terms of what the market is saying, when I say market, I'm saying in terms of, consumer sentiments and buying behaviors, I feel we are likely to just see an increase in this space. Now I feel that is a little uh, contradicting, given कि मैंने बेका जी के लिए कहा था that it is unhealthy, and here I'm saying that it is likely to grow. The only reason is because हम लोग जो health foods देख रहे हैं वहां पे we are definitely seeing more of a trend towards healthy alternatives, whether it's air fried stuff, whether it's quinoa puffs and this and that. I have a quinoa puff ka pack right here. That's just become the norm. But that has not meant that we are seeing a reduction in alcoholic beverages. In fact, if you see non-alcoholic beverages भी बढ़ रहे हैं, alcoholic beverages भी बढ़ रहे हैं. So maybe for all we know, Sula sort of does both. Maybe Sula introduces something, or maybe they already have something that is there for the teetotalers. So देखते हैं. Let's see how it goes. I have some experience in this space, not a complete novice, which is why itne bhi opinion hai. Otherwise I wouldn't really have an opinion on it. But either way, I thought opinion hai thoda sa bhi to share kar deta hu. At least it'll give a different perspective perhaps. So yeah, whether or not I'll invest, I don't know, to be honest. मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा कि क्या है, interest है कि नहीं. Because if it's oversubscribed, if it looks like it's going to list at a premium, happy to put in. If it's not going to list at a premium, तो IPO में डाल के क्या करूं मैं? So yeah, that's generally how my thought process works. How IPO works? Can you explain how to invest in an IPO? So Ravindra has been very kind enough to share good examples. So I'll just see if there's anything else that I can add. Yeah, correct. So basically IPO में क्या होता है? I'm just reading Ravindra's first message. So basically what he's saying is कि IPO के अंदर कोई कंपनी होती है, when they want to raise capital in exchange of shares. So you can raise capital in two ways. One is debt. Debt मतलब loans होते हैं. Loans we are all too familiar, right? Kingfisher and Sahara and all notorious cases of debt. Second, we have equity. Equity के अंदर shares आते हैं. Equity के there are a couple of different types, but one of them is shares, common shares. Common shares are the one जहाँ पे IPO होता है. तो मतलब let's say all of us come together and we start a company. We call it XYZ Limited. Okay, XYZ Private Limited पहले रखते हैं. Let's say one day हम लोग को लगता है we need 100 crore rupees to infuse in the business. This can be because of several reasons. एक reason हो सकता है that we need to do some capital expenditure. दूसरा रीजन ये हो सकता है we need for working capital. तीसरा रीजन होता है debt pay off करने के लिए. Fourth reason can be OFS. So let's say some of us want to cash out. Liquidity चाहिए. अगर हमारे पास 10% each है, maybe we want to go to 9% each. एक % बेचना है हमको. So that means overall, let's say out of 100%, we are doing a fundraise of 25%. Accordingly, हम लोग dilute हो रहे हैं सब. Okay. So all of this is done how? Using an IPO. So फिर ये XYZ प्राइवेट लिमिटेड नहीं होगी, फिर ये XYZ लिमिटेड बन जाएगी, एंड यू कैन सब्सक्राइब टू दिस कंपनी based on a bunch of preset parameters. So this is actually the job of investment bankers. वो लोग बैठते हैं, आपको कहते हैं कि कितना शेयर सेल करो, what price you should sell at, what valuation you can justify, how you can use your funds. So all of it's a giant process, and it's costly also. So typically if you are raising 100 crores, you can at least estimate 2 to 3 crore rupees at the very minimum to spend on all of these things. And that you have to pay out of pocket. You can't be like, अच्छा IPO हो रहा है, IPO में 100 करोड़ रेज करेंगे और उसके 2-3 करोड़ से expenses पे करेंगे. No, you have to pay that out of pocket. Yeah, you have to keep on watching the announcements, which news में तो रहता ही है. So news में तो रहता ही है. So yeah, good examples. Thanks, Ravindra. ITC is falling. Let's look at ITC. Nifty is about to close in 30 seconds. तब तक ITC देख लेते हैं. Closing के टाइम पे कुछ होने तो वाला है नहीं. So what's the point in looking at it? But still, we'll just take a look. ITCC. Okay. Weekly chart करता हूँ मैं. What can you see here? Can someone tell me what they can see here? YouTube देख लेता हूँ. Okay, I think my YouTube, this thing is glitching. Let me see. Achha, okay, it's not glitching. Yeah, what can you see here? Can someone tell me in the chat? What do you see here? Okay. In the interest of not making this stream super long and boring, this is basically a channel. This is a channel. It's a bullish channel. इसे कहते हैं return line. Okay. Price went up, took resistance, came down. ये return line कहाँ से mark की है मैंने? It's made it a long time back. You can see here. Price has been moving within this channel. Now ये channel के अंदर move कर रहा है. सीधी बात है, it'll go like this, more likely than not. So right now, yeah, it's retesting. Right now, I would say it is likely if it continues this way, तो थोड़ा सा time correction आ सकता है. Time correction means it will cool off. अगर टाइम करेक्शन नहीं आता तो we might see a little bit of a fall for ITC. Fall कहाँ तक? Maybe even 300 levels. So yeah, around 10% is likely for ITC अगर same trend जाता है. So if this trend continues, if we don't see support here, there is a chance और 10% गिर सकता है. But let's see. I'm not bearish yet. Let's see how it goes. हम लोग ने लास्ट वीक भी आई थिंक बात की थी मूविंग एवरेजेस के टूटने की, बट लेट्स सी हाउ इट गोज. एंड अगेन यू कैन सी 200 MA comes in around the 300 level. So it works both ways, as I said. So देखते हैं कैसे जाता है. It's my pleasure, Sai. Minda. No, Manav, I personally don't think it's a good time to invest. Getting another call. I don't think it's a very good time to invest right now. At least that's what my view would be. But yeah, I mean, देखते हैं how it goes. Aminda not looking very good. किस हिसाब से बोल रहा हूँ मैं? Here you can very clearly see कि उसने एक तो ये है कि यहाँ पे just spotted it, so I thought I'd share. Head and shoulders is there here. Second thing is that meaning basically resistance hai, right? There is a bearish bias that is coming in. Who's calling persistently? Just give me 1 second now. Please, I'll have to just समटाइम्स डिलीवरी वाला हो सकता है, apparently not. So just have to be sure. Last stream I was getting calls persistently, just like I am right now. Please give me a second. Sorry for that. Back now. यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं that this region here resistance में face कर रहा था around 236. Then what we saw is that यहाँ पे we saw another sort of bearish candle because price was able to go this high, पर अंत में वो नीचे आ गया. So things are not looking very bullish for Minda, at least right now. For all we know, maybe यहाँ पर हम देखते हैं 214 के आसपास. Maybe there's a support. Maybe there's a support here, but let's see either way. Also, very interesting how there are two same but different patterns here. So yeah, good. Thanks, Nandan. I appreciate that you liked it. Sale is in a good uptrend. Fine. Sale will be the last stock for today. क्योंकि अदरवाइज अगर ऐसा चलता रहा तो हम 5-6 बजे तक बैठे रहेंगे. And I have another webinar, so my throat will cuss me then. So yeah, sale good uptrend, but resistance ले रहा है. कहाँ से ले रहा है? कोई तो ट्रेंड या कुछ ही रहेगा या this is not very accurate trend line, to be very honest. I don't think this is a very accurate line, but ठीक है, अभी ले रहा है तो ले रहा है. If coincidentally it happened to be here, who am I to deny? So yeah, taking trend line resistance apparently. But let's see, not looking very pleasant. I'd say that somewhere around here, which is around 86, 87, might face resistance. ऊपर जाता भी है तो let's see. Not sure how much more fuel it might have in the tank. Maybe उसको थोड़ा सा break लेना पड़ेगा और and then maybe we'll see a sort of an easing or uptrend or जो भी वहां से जाता है. Now quickly before we wrap up, let's take a look at the indices. Nifty has closed here around 642 as we discussed, right? 640 के आसपास close होगा. Appears to be a good recovery overall क्योंकि हम लोग देख सकते हैं opening high के आसपास ही close हुआ है. Opening high नहीं, my bad, days high के आसपास ही close हुआ है. And that is despite us seeing a rather volatile session. So देखते हैं. If I'm not wrong, now there are several news related events that can impact. I mean volatility भी वही reason से आई रहेगी. We've got elections, plus depending on which economic calendar you follow and depending on which one is correct, कल शायद RBI का interest rate decision हो सकता है. Because I was looking at my forex calendar that I follow और उसमें Wednesday कहा था, or maybe I read it wrong or something, but yeah, either tomorrow or day after is when we might have the RBI interest rate. Expectation and forecast right now point towards a 25 basis point hike. So अगर इससे ऊपर है, it is good for USD INR in the sense कि we might see USD INR coming down. It is bad for the market because in general economy might slow down अगर rate hike और बढ़ाते हैं तो. If there is no hike, which is unlikely because last meeting itself Shakti Kanta Das ji had said that we are likely to continue with the hikes. मान लेते हैं hypothetical scenario, no hike, not good for USD INR, but reasonably good for markets. If you want to understand uh, where I'm, getting all this from, like what's my thought process behind it. A very summarized way of that is there in this playlist. अगर आप जाते हो ना, forex का playlist है. There are 3 videos here. I would request you to watch this one and this one. This one, if you're feeling curious, आप देख सकते हो. Otherwise, these two. One is a 5-minute 25 video. The other is a 6-minute 36 video. All in, you are in 10 minutes at 1x, and in 5 minutes at 2x. You will know everything and all you need to know about all these things. So, ये playlist का link share कर देता हूँ मैं आपके साथ. And I would also request you to subscribe to the channel if it's not too much effort, because again, it helps out a lot. Same holds true for Creator. You can always follow me here on Creator. You can upvote the stream, that way more people can see it. And, if you enjoyed it, if you found good value in it, I'm sure others might too. So share karna. And I will see you all on Thursday, day after tomorrow, 3 o'clock. In the meanwhile, YouTube पे मिलते हैं. तब तक happy trading, happy analysis, and I'll see you all in the next. Thank you.